I received this game for free. Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, Diddy Kong. You get the drift. Dash Dash World is exactly like the rest of these games, but with one obvious twist. It's VR. But speaking of twists, there is no twisting, because twisting in VR would make many players sick. You might think it looks tacky, but I felt the same way about Crash Team Racing when it first came out. And look where that series has gone. I was really excited to try this one, and I was surprised that I enjoyed it so much. But my enjoyment was not without a few drawbacks. The highlight of this game for me is using items, particularly those that you have to aim, like the Uzi and the minigun. There are trap items like the honey and oil bomb, projectile items like the chicken, Uzi, crossbow, and minigun, items that do work for you like the hacker and the lightning, items that boost your speed like the candy bar, energy drink, and protein powder, and protective items like the umbrella and the police sirens. I probably failed to mention a few as there are quite a lot of items, which is a good thing in my opinion. Most of the weapon items can only be used against players within visual range, so there's not really a blue shell that could destroy the lineup all the way from the last place. Driving is really smooth, responsive, and engaging. You can drift around corners with the trigger to gain boost power and then release the boosts when you want. And you can even chain boost for extra speed. There is a motion control option with the rotation of the controller. And while this works pretty well, I much prefer the simple control of the analog stick. I would love to see body movement incorporated with driving, such as getting tighter turns by leaning into them, but this might be too complicated for some people. The most fun VR aspect to driving is being able to turn your head and see the racers eating your dust, or actually shooting them while you're ahead. The map selection is great both visually and gameplay-wise. There's lots of variety and imagination between them all. However, I found some of the turns to be a little too tight and the quantity of maps a little too light.
I'm not a rapper.
I most like the maps with the wild elevation changes, such as the map that loops you upside down. The menu is very robust. It has options for character and car customization, prizes, and multiple options for starting a game. However, the UI is overwhelming and I found it very confusing, especially in the beginning, to find what I was looking for. I never cared much for customization even in the most recent Mario Kart iterations, so I really don't care about this game's. But there appears to be more than enough available for those that do care about it. I'm a simple man. Peter likes when kart go fast, and that's all Peter needs. Aside from customizing aesthetics, you can choose between 5 performance options that vary between handling and speed. There are 5 campaigns, but there are no significant stories assigned to them. In my opinion, they aren't much different than an ordinary race, but each mission comes with specific challenges, and completing campaigns will unlock alternative modes. The multiplayer functions very well, and it didn't take long at all to find a lobby. You can even start matchmaking and join a practice round while you wait. I had about as much fun in the multiplayer as I did playing with CPUs. However, there isn't any interaction between players, so the only thing that was different from multiplayer to single player is the vague feeling of not being alone. There are emotes that you can send to opponents, but I find these pretty lame. Occasionally there will be a player that uses their mic, but it's nothing more than them saying something like darn. Or you could get lucky and have one of these mics in your lobby. It's a game that's probably much more fun with friends that you can chat with, so give that old group of buddies from the Mario Kart days a call and bring that living room fun back. There are comfort options to reduce the motion sickness, but being someone that doesn't get motion sick, I have no opinion on these options. Overall, it's a really fun and well-made game, but my interest waned after I had played all the maps 4 or 5 times. I think adding more interactivity between players could boost my personal enjoyment, but for now, it'll just be fun to play for 10 minutes every once in a while. Despite that, I still give this a rating of
Sweet! Dude! Sweet! Dude!
wow, I can't believe you made it through the entire video. But since you're here, I just want to say thanks for watching and peace.